Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is TheAlmightyGeoff, and we're here with episode 147 of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. In the previous episode, we spoke to all but two of the remaining citizens in Windhelm. One of them is right here, who managed to find Giraud, who's meant to be on the docks, but for some reason just doesn't like going over there. She doesn't actually have anything to say, so just...
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Yeah, that's literally it, but just to prove that we have spoken to her now, so we can get that crossed off. But we pretty much worked through a couple of the miscellaneous quests that were in and around Windhelm, such as, most of them were just like the little favours and stuff like that, but we also assassinated a thief. Well, not assassinated, we killed a thief who was after Malbon, who was our friend from diplomatic immunity, the high elf who helped us get close to the Thalmor. So we saved him. We planted a ring in Viola's house because they thought it was stolen and stuff like that, you know. I don't know. And we also managed to beat the shit out of a racist, which for some reason, even though I said, you know, you could kill him, like, if you're requested to kill him, he's actually, for some reason, essential, so you can't actually kill him, you can just get him to, like, near death, unfortunately. Now, the other guy, the homeless dude, I reckon on one side, actually apparently moves into the Arentenon residence after you finished Innocence Lost. So, here he is.
Ever since that Imperial Craven ran me through from behind, I've had trouble breathing. I don't have any trouble drinking, though.
Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. All right, then.
Alright, yeah, so that's that. That is literally the only thing we gained from those two is another favour. So we're completely done with the donate gold, and that basically, if you don't know, it just raises the disposition, and we want to raise our disposition with as many people as we can. But yeah, that is at least all the quests, well, all but one of the quests started up. But we can actually open that one because I actually got this before the last one, but I've completely forgotten until the end of the episode. And when I do my drop-off after episode 45, I actually got the courier to deliver the letter from Quintus, I think is what his name was. Yeah, Quintus Navale. So this starts up repairing the file, so let's open it. During Noralian's convalescence, I've been studying the legends of the file. I don't know enough of enchanting to make one anew, but with the proper materials I may be able to repair the original. Please come see me as soon as you can. Respectfully, Quintus Navale, Windhelm. Alright, so that starts at the final quest, so... Put in the file. Noralian's assistant Quintus believes he's found a way to repair the White Phial. Speak to Quintus Navale. Alright, will do. So other than that, and obviously other than, you know, becoming Thane and owning property, which, as I've said, we can't do until we finish the Civil War, we'll have done everything in Windhelm.
Give a holler if you have any questions. My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him.
Received your letter.
Good to hear. You can be a difficult man to find. Thankfully, those couriers are tenacious.
Not kidding. You think you know how to repair the file?
I have some thoughts. There are three crucial elements. Some may be easier to find than others. On the top of the throat of the world is a patch of unmelting snow. No heat can touch it. Then we need the tusk of a mammoth, ground to a fine powder as only the giants know how. The final step is tricky. It requires the briar heart from a forsworn of the Reach. If you can bring me these materials, the file can again be made whole.
Tell me about the unmelting snow.
On top of the throat of the world is a patch of snow that's never melted. They say the Greybeards taught it to ignore the sun, and the heat simply washes over it. The original file was made from this snow. We'll only need a small bit for the repairs.
Tell me about the mammoth tusk powder.
The ivory produced by those beasts is as hard as iron, but the giants have found ways to make it yield. They're able to grind it down so fine that it can be infused into the lattice of packed snow. The finished material has the delicate nature of fresh powder snow, but the strength of the hardest steel.
Tell me about the briar heart.
The final tempering of the file was performed with a type of old magic that's been lost since the Dragon War. The nearest modern incarnation of it is the strange rituals practiced by the Forsworn. With the heart of one of their Briar warriors, I can lock the file's magic into its physical form. It's difficult to explain to the layman. Forgive me if I begin waxing alchemic.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm an alchemist. Alright, just check that the old dude has anything to say. I found out the reason he's in bed is not because he's lazy, it's because he's dying, so... Yeah, Noralian is asleep and dying, so that's why. Forgive me for being a bit, it's like, oh, what are you doing, you lazy ass? Get out of bed. He's dying, so, clearly. Alright, So now we have that. Take Force 1 heart, find some mammoth tusk powder, and retrieve the unmelting snow. These two are fixed to a particular location. This is obviously you get from any place, but we've been to enough Force 1 camps that it shouldn't be too hard. Now, first of all, okay, they've set it to a particular one as well. Never mind. Right, that's delivering the book into it. We've actually been to all these locations. That's cool. Alright, so let's go to the Throat of the World. So this should be a really quick quest then, shouldn't it? Now we've just got that other Radiant quest to hand in to Solitude, which is where we're going to next anyway. So, I mean, that might as well be the last thing that we do, so that we don't have to keep going back and forth, you know what I mean? Right, there's Parthenax, our good buddy. A nice dragon. Right, so if you remember, we've already been up here when we got a Notch's pickaxe, but... Right, so let's grab the unmelting snow. Alright, next we're going to Stonehill Bluff. Yeah, bloody hell, this is going to be quicker than just grabbing the file, which is in a location we've already been to, but it was quite a long location, is all. It's been a while since we've been here, isn't this? Well, didn't we come to this place back when we were getting pelts for Temple Widearm? Right, I'm not going to cause beef with you if you don't cause beef with me. Alright, okay, so we can still move. Alright, cool. Then finally was... Ah, here we go. Just go to Sundred Towers and get a Briar Heart. It's really convenient. We've already been to all those locations. Like I said a couple of episodes ago, it just shows how much progress we've made in this game, that almost everywhere, every Radiant quest, it takes us to somewhere we've already been to, because we're just running out of places. There's still plenty to do. I've got my checklist. No, why did you do that? Seriously. Right, come on. Oh. But, yeah. Okay. This was like the Force 1 leader then, isn't it?
What was that?
Right. Okay. Let's got your hearts. Is that it? No one saw me? Well, that's convenient. Alright, so we've done everything already. Wow, that was a lot quicker than I thought it would be, but cool beans. Alright, we'll finish that quest, and that will be it, except for that delivery quest to Giraud Gemane, which I think he's in the Bard's College, which again, other than the main quest attached to that, we've done quite a lot of the miscellaneous quests there because we picked them up. And if you remember, we're going down miscellaneous, we've got Finn's Lute, Panthea's Flute. Right, so that's just 2 of them. I think there are maybe 3 or 4 in total in terms of picking up special instruments. And we've already done 2 of them.
About everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. I like your robes. Are you a sorcerer from the college?
Sure. I have the materials you requested.
Thank the gods. I'll get to work on the files straight away.
Okay. We'll make this the thumbnail. It's been too long since we've had a thumbnail. Right, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. You done? Go and show Norelian, whatever. Whatever, Trevor.
Master, look. It's the file.
What? How?
Doesn't matter. Look. It's refilling with your tonic as we speak.
Marvelous.
Oh, I think he died.
He is gone.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks to you, he died knowing his life's work was not in vain. As am I. You acted very nobly in helping my master realize his life's work. Thank you for that. As for myself, I've always been content to simply be an alchemist. I fear keeping the file would just remind me of Norelian's obsession and how it consumed him. Here, keep it. You are as much a part of its legend now as Coralmil was. I hope it brings you the happiness that my master desired. Now, how would you like me to align the file's properties? not as skilled as Corral Mill, so I'm afraid it will only ever refill with one type of liquid.
Alright, so if you remember when we did the Azura's, or the Black Star quest, where, you know, we got given the Black Star, which is pretty much an infinite Black Soul gem. This is something like that. It's an infinite potion, so... But I think you can only have one, and then you've got to wait a certain period of time for it fills again. So, you can have, I'd like to have the power of healing, so obviously a healing potion. Resist the force of magic, that's resist magic. Want to be tougher in battle, that'll be strength, or... I don't know. Strengthen my magical skills, of course, that'll be Magicka. Want to deal more damage in battle, that'll be stamina. And want to be better hidden in the shadows, that'll be a shadow one. We'll go for the old, the mage potion. I want to strengthen my magical skills.
I understand.
Alright, awesome.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
What will you do now that Navale is gone?
I'll carry on his tradition as best I can. I could spend a lifetime just going over his notes.
Okay.
I'd better get going.
Sorry, I'm just nicking all your boss's stuff, but he's not going to need it now, is he? Alright, very good. That is the end of that. That's the last main quest, side quest in Windhelm, which is very good. So we are practically done here, except for that last quest. So let's head over to Solitude. Deliver the book to Giraud Gemane. Started the quests there, which should be very interesting. We've got some good stuff here. And then after Solitude, I think we'll work through the rest of the towns and see if I can clear up as many miscellaneous quests as we can, even in like other places, you know, and favors and stuff. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go for 8. Because we might as well try and speak to as many people as we can anyway. Right, there we go. Everyone's up and about. That's where the dude got executed. Rest in peace. Active son.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes.
You're in debt to Ernskar?
Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own.
What if I talk to Ernskar?
He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family. Being old's not so bad.
Okay, so let's just run through and pick as many quests as we can as we coming through. Obviously, I'll keep a checklist of people to make sure that we've spoken to everybody, if we've missed people.
Seems there's always more to be done.
Who's in charge of Solitude?
Jarl Elisif the Fair. Poor woman. Losing her husband and king like that. It was a dark day for us all. Damn. That reminds me. I have a delivery to make to her steward, Falk Firebeard. He ordered a special bottle of Strass Mackay rum.
I can deliver that for you.
Saved me a lot of trouble. Here. Take it to the Blue Palace.
You were at the execution, right?
I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
That seems rather harsh.
Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivienne. Vivienne Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivienne and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He beat me up, dumped meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed.
Jesus.
We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Ugh, pure folly.
So you work here?
You could say that. I own the place. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off.
That's lovely.
I was done talking anyway.
Alright, hello, Golem.
Ah, you're back. I'm hearing good things about the guild through the grapevine.
Here's business.
Working with the guild again is the best decision I've ever made. Protection, respect, and a constant flow of coin. It couldn't get any better. Best of all, there's no need to smuggle things quietly anymore. With the influence we have in Solitude, I can march it right out the front door.
Very good. Let me just sell the crap that we picked up then. Might as well as we're here. So yes, the White Phial for magic is increased by 20 points for 300 seconds. Yeah, okay. Oh, that was it. Okay. We're done.
Just remember me if you get your hands on anything else.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Where's this place called the Winking Skeever?
Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink.
You get a skeever as a pet?
They were smaller back then.
Okay.
Well, as it turns out,
I guess that's a
had
good
pet
reason as
skeever.
any.
I thought so.
Okay. Heard any rumours lately?
I think the Bard's College might be looking for recruits. You should speak to the head of the college, Viarmo, if you're interested. I've heard Giraud's hanging around the Wells district, looking for new blood to hire. People say there's a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems distressed, but he's not making any sense.
Okay, thank you.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
Oh, a minute.
Hiya, what's your name? Are you visiting? What do you do?
Hi, I'm the Dragonborn. I do everything.
Feel free to make requests.
Oh.
Sure. What can I do for you? Sure. My voice is the best.
Somewhat rude, that. Can you stop?
Nothing like a good song to lift the spirit in troubled times.
Does being a bard pay well?
Oh, no. But being surrounded by good music, good drink, and good friends is all I've ever asked for.
What's the word around town?
Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace.
Okay.
You should think about staying the night. Corpulus keeps a clean inn.
It's only just turned daytime. Well, I made it turn daytime. I can't remember the last time we actually officially slept in this game. Is it not back when we were dealing with the Dark Brotherhood and I wanted to force start that quest? Well, it's the only way to start the quest, so... We just wait. It just, like... I know when RPG mods that ensure you've got to sleep, but in the vanilla-ish Skyrim that I'm playing, there's just no requirement for it whatsoever. Which is quite funny. Alright, I think we've spoken to everyone in here, so what's you? I mean, it's early hours yet, everyone's going to be at work rather than... you know, dealing with, you know, having beers and stuff.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
What's your story, old man?
I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty, pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things.
What if I could find that helmet for you?
Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks.
Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Were you really in the army?
What? You see a man falling on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them.
Oh, that's shit.
I do miss that helmet.
Okay, Radiant Raiment. I think we've been here. It might have been for one of the Thieves Guild quests. I've been to many of these places thanks to the Thieves Guild optionals, you know what I mean? I don't think there'll be anyone down here, so... Hello, Endery.
Are you a member of the college? Or did you just steal those robes from a real wizard?
Member? I'm the Archmage, bitch.
Let's see if we can't find an outfit that...
Right. Do you get a lot of business like that?
Radiant Raiment has the finest attire in all of Skyrim. That is how we get business.
Bad day? Oh, hang on.
Breaches.
Bad day?
It is when my customers waste time chatting and not buying.
Okay.
Take a look.
Don't know if there's anything else.
Clothes and raiment for the discerning customer. Take a look.
So they'll have
Let's see if we can't find...
unique dialogues because it's a different
Fine.
type of store. Okay, done and done. Don't need clothes. Perfectly fine, thank you. Oh, it's Gerard.
Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History, and scribe work when I can find some quiet time.
I have a delivery from Adonato Liatelli.
Ah, yes. Adonato's new work. Shorter than I expected, but words must be judged on merit. Not like, I'll look over this later. Why don't you take this for your trouble? You already know all that I know.
Alright. Okay, so now we're officially done with all the Windhelm quests, which is Fan-Debbie-Dozy. So we've got Angeline's Aromatics. Let's check this out.
Hello, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
So Erica is your brother?
Yes, my older brother, and the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's Court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop.
That doesn't seem like a good attitude.
Oh, if you're looking for a good attitude, go see the bards. They'll fake it for you if nothing else. If you're looking for truth instead, see Noster. He's a good example of what life has to offer. And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Yvette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone.
Okay, chill.
In that case, I'm pretty sure I
speak
tried
again
to buy me
later.
a drink last night. You were there for Rogvir's execution.
How do you take your mind off something like that?
Most people head over to the Winking Skeever. If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip.
Nasty bit of business, Rogvir's execution.
Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric Stormcloak and his dam's insurrection. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Rogvir. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter.
Why were they executing him?
You really don't know? He lets Ulfric Stormcloak escape Solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Rogvir lets him ride right back out.
Okay.
People to see and places to go, huh? Later then.
Alright.
It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun, would you?
Oh, well, I would.
No. Mostly I'm just a simple herbalist. Lami over in Mothall should be able to help you.
Okay. Aromatics, so you sell perfumes?
We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like.
You mentioned something about Whiterun before?
My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help.
I haven't met her, but I could try to get more information.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news.
Okay.
Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
Will do. I'll remember you. Don't fret. Alrighty. Not gone past anybody ever? No. Hang on. We didn't speak to you, did we? You went for a walk.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
What's wrong with my outfit?
Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raiment. We could fix you right up.
Do you always insult people when you meet them?
It's not an insult, just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit is something of an open wound, where attire is concerned.
Ouch. So what should I wear to the Blue Palace?
You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you're willing to wear one of Radiant Raymond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit.
Sounds easy enough. I'll do it.
Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raiment.
Okay.
Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire.
Will do. There was another dude who walked past us when we were talking then. I don't know where he's gone. It's Vivian. We spoke to you. Oh, Jarry.
Passing through Solitude?
Jarira.
Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes?
What do you have in mind?
It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Dija and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things.
I'm listening.
I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground.
So you want me to put out the lighthouse fire?
What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot.
Setting up a wreck? Oh, hang on. Setting up a wreck, I should turn you into the guards.
Turn me in? For what? What crime's been committed? I'm just making idle talk about what would most undoubtedly be a tragic event. A tragic and very, very profitable event.
What would happen to the sailors on the boat?
Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash.
Okay.
It would be best if we spoke little until we've completed your task.
Okay, dude. Bits and pieces. What's in here? Hello? Hello, Samer.
Yes?
Who's Behrend?
Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army.
Were you at Rogve's execution?
No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that.
Okay.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
I don't think there'll be anyone else here, will there? Nah. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
I'm Gisley.
You're the moody one. Alright. Fair dues. Anyone about? No. Okay. Let's check out the market.
Youngest bard at the Bard's College, at your service.
Spiced wine for you? It's a family recipe.
Is your spice wine made from a secret ingredient?
Oh, yes. A secret family recipe. The only good thing my father Octave ever did. In fact, it's so good, no one else in Skyrim even tries to make any.
How are your sales?
They're adequate. Honestly, I rely on the business brought in by the burning of King Olaf, and that's not likely to happen this year.
What's the burning of King Olaf?
Well, it's a great big festival put on by the bards every year. They burn an effigy of old King Olaf. It's quite a bit of fun. The bards give out spiced wine during the festival, so they put it in a big order. And then, for weeks after, demand is so high, I can barely keep up. But with the death of High King Torig, the festival has been declared in poor taste. So it looks like it won't happen this year.
Ah, what shit.
Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
Hello,
What are you doing
Jella.
that for? You look like you could do with a ripe apple, or a tomato, cabbage, or leek.
Don't you have trouble getting ripe goods here?
I have my ways, but it's not easy these days. The Black Blood marauders have been plundering ships off the coast. A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness.
I bet you get some good, interesting people through here.
Everyone who's anyone. The Armo bought an apple the other day. Said he was looking for a new student. Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
Okay, I'll add that.
Plenty of fresh fish for you.
You and your daughter at the execution.
Sorry, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rogvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will.
Where do you catch the fish?
Down at the docks. There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire company workers and those red wave thugs.
Okay.
These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there.
I will do. Will do. Okay. Don't have a lot of time left. We spoke to those two, haven't we? It's
It's been my honor to perform at the Blue Palace on many occasions. His late lordship was quite the admirer.
I recovered your flute.
That's it! Wonderful! I knew I could count on you.
You never even give me the quest.
I don't have any money to give you, but I can show you a few tricks I learned playing for the Winterhold Wizards.
Right.
You've met the most talented bard in all of Skyrim.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to talk.
But you're talking right now.
I shouldn't be. Mama says if I do, people are gonna ask about Uncle Rogvir. Maybe if I don't talk, they won't either.
Okay, if you don't want to hear about the dragon.
Dragon?
I was in Helgen when the dragon attacked.
Really? Was it big? Did it breathe fire?
Yes, yes, and yes. Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh wow, I knew it! I knew they were real! I have to remember to tell Papa. Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
I'm sorry about your uncle.
Thanks. Papa talks about it some. Mom doesn't say much since Uncle Rogvir died. She doesn't even go to temple anymore. I wish she would. At least that way she'd have people to talk to.
Maybe I could convince her.
You would do that? That's great. You should go do it right now.
Okay.
You're the best. Can you be my father?
I think you've already got one of those.
Hey, wanna play tag?
No. Sorry.
Come back. Wow, look at that road.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever you say.
Right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, have a great time. Right, let's talk to the blacksmith.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
You make armor for the Imperials?
It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field. They all need weapons and armor. You should look into joining. They could use every hand they can get.
You're pretty dedicated to the Empire then?
To be honest, no. But High King Torygg supported them. And now, her lady Elisif has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow.
Have you considered getting out there and fighting?
I think I would, if it weren't for my son and my wife. Oh, Seema would have my hide if I even suggested I might step foot on a battlefield. You think Stormcloaks and Legionnaires are dangerous? Ha!
Okay.
Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
Okay, right, so we're over 30 minutes now. So I think what we'll do is we'll save there. Alright, so very good. So we have finished up everything in Windhelm that we can do for now, at least until we've won the Civil War. We've got a couple of quests to start about here in Solitude, so we might get working on them, plus we've got some more people to speak to. For example, Captain Aldis is right over there. Maybe we'll go and talk to General Tullius as well, and maybe make our joining with the Imperials official. So that'd be pretty cool. So that is where we're going to end it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also be sure to share the video. I'll see you guys in episode 148. Bye, guys.